Hi everyone, I'm Swant. So in this video, we will just discuss an important operation in Numpy, that is broadcasting. So instead of talking this theoretically, let's understand this with practical example. So for that, I will just import the Numpy package. So I will just create a is equal to np dot arrange of 5, right? I just taken an array of 5 values. So when I just perform a plus, let's say I will just add some a plus 4. So what's the thing we just expect? So when I just give shift enter, so you can see like what happens here is, so it just converted, like it just added this 4 to like every element in the array. So we just discussed in the previous video like what's the advantages of array over list. So this is an advantage we have just discussed in that video. So what's this? This is called as broadcasting. So what this will do means, so it will just convert this real number to the shape of the array which you are just adding. So you can see we are just adding to the a, right? So what's the shape of a? So the shape of a is 5, right? So it will just convert this 4 also to this shape, and then it will just do the element by element addition operation. For example, let's say when we just have, so I will just create another np.arrange of 5. So here I have just created another array. So when I just perform a plus b, right? So since we just have equal elements in both a and b, so we can see since we just have equal elements in a and also equal number of elements in b, right? The shape or everything is the same, right? Number of elements, everything is same. So it will just perform element by element operation, that we know. But even though when your shape is not, when the arrays which you are just adding, even though when those shapes are not same, so through broadcasting it will just add those two. So I hope you understood, right? So when you just have, like when you're just adding an arrays of two different shapes, so this broadcasting, so through broadcasting, Numpy performs element by element addition, subtraction, or like whatever may be the arithmetic operations. So that's the broadcasting. So this is, we just discussed with a one-dimensional array. We just added the one-dimensional array to a real number. Similarly, let's discuss with some higher dimension array. So I'm just giving np.arrange of 8 here, and I'm just reshaping this to 2, 4. And when I just print this array here, so you can see it is an 2 by 4 matrix. Like the shape of the array is 2 by 4. Now when I just try to, like for this, right, for this when I just try to add, let's say I will just add 1, right? So when I just do that, so what it will do means, it will just convert this 1 to the shape of this array. So 2 by 4, so it will just convert this 1 to 2 by 4, and it will just perform the element by element addition operation. So since we are just doing addition, so when I just give enter, so you can see it just added a 1 to every element. So similarly, I will just add another array with different dimension. Instead of that a real number, I will just add with some different dimension. I will just create another array, np dot arrange of 4. I'm just reshaping that too. So you can see both the arrays which I just created. Like this is an first array. This is of shape 2 by 4, and the second array which I just created, it is of shape 1 by 4, right? So when I just try to add these two arrays, so what we expect? So yeah, even it will just perform this addition operation without any error. If you are adding arrays of 2 different sizes, so let's say 2 different dimensions, if you can see here. So what's the rule to add is either the number of rows or number of columns in both the matrix, right? Either one should be same. So you can see in these two arrays, the number of columns are same. So you can see even this array, the number of columns are 4, and here the number of columns are 4. So when you have number of columns or number of rows are as same, then it will just perform the broadcasting. So you can see when I just perform ARR plus like when I just perform this addition of these two arrays. So what it will do means it will just convert this, right? It will just convert this second array to the shape of the first array. So since the number of columns are same, so when I just give enter, so you can see it just perform the addition operation. So what it will just do means it will just, so you can see the image here. So based on this, like it will just convert this array to it will just broadcast this array to this, and again it will just perform the addition operation. Here we just have 2 by 4, right? So I will just create with 4 by 2, right? And similarly here I will just reshape this to 4, 1. So you can see I just changed the shapes, right? So here, even here you can just see here now the number of rows are equal. When you just perform the addition operation, the number of rows are equal. So what it will do means it will just convert this array which are just like for which the number of dimensions are less, right? So since we just have one dimension, it will just broadcast this array. Similarly for both, like for all the arithmetic operations. So I hope you got the broadcasting right. So when you're just adding either it may be a real number to an array, or let's say if you're just performing this kind of operations, right? When you're just performing the arrays operation, so you just want to keep this in your mind. So when you're just when you're just adding two arrays, either the rows should be equal or the columns should be equal. So for example, let's say I will just add, so I will just A here, right? We just have A here, and so you can see these both are different, right? If you can see the shape here, A dot shape and ARR dot shape. So when you can see the shape, so if you see here, neither row nor column, both are not equal, right? So there is no equal in both rows and columns. So when you just add these two, right, A plus ARR, so you can see we just get a value error, right? So operands could not be broadcast together with shapes 5, 5 and 4 by 2. So yeah, I just said you right, when you're just adding, you just want to follow that 3 rules, right? Either you can just add an real number to an array, whether it may be at 1-dimensional, 2-dimensional or n-dimensional array. And the second thing is when you're just adding 2 arrays with multiple different shapes, like different higher dimensions, when you're just adding the arrays of higher dimension, you just want to keep these 2 points in mind. So that's the broadcasting. Like if you want to read that rules which I just discussed here, I will just give you the link for the Numpy broadcasting in the description below. So if you want to see that also, so you can just go there and you can just find it out. So yeah, that's it for this video. So if you feel this video is helpful for you, like the video, and if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please subscribe, and thanks for watching.